Hello and welcome to the intro series on Java. In this video, we'll cover briefly what Java is, how to work with IDEs geared towards Java, and demonstrate a very basic Java program. Although my channel is geared towards C++ and to a lesser extent Rust, I do have a fair bit of Java experience, hence why I figured I'd do a couple videos covering the language. Unlike C, C++, and Rust, Java doesn't compile directly to your computer, but rather to what's known as the Java Virtual Machine, or JVM. This enables Java programs to run on most machines without recompilation. In general, if a computer has a JVM, it can run a Java program. Like multiple technologies, Java is constantly updated. The oldest version of Java that still enjoys major support, as far as I could tell, is Java 8. More recently, I find myself using Java 11. According to Wikipedia, the most recent version is 14, with 8 and 11 still receiving support, though 8 is due to expire in December 2020. I personally would recommend Java 11, though I expect Java 8 to be sufficient for most, if not all, of the Java code examples done on this channel. While I normally use Visual Studio for C++ and Visual Studio Code for Rust, for Java, I'm going to be using two of the most popular IDEs for Java, Eclipse and IntelliJ. This was the first time running IntelliJ on my computer. I didn't add any special features. I did choose dark theme though. IntelliJ organizes by the project, so I'm going to create a new project. I'm not going to add any special add-ons to it. For this demo, I'm going to create a class directly in the source folder. More complex Java projects would have a more complex layout, but for our purposes, this will do. In our basic main class, I'm going to write the standard main method. It has to be public, static, return nothing or void, and take in an array of strings as its parameter. And in this method, I'm simply going to print hello world to the console. And that's my basic Java program. Eclipse is slightly more complex to work with and organizes by the workspace, which could have multiple projects within it. I've decided to set up a workspace in the D drive since there is so much space there. Here, I attempted to set up Java 11. The process for doing so proved to be quite complex. I decided to use a project-specific JRE and configure them so Eclipse can use the Java 11 version. JDK is an extension of a JRE. And I'm going to have to use the bottom option for JRE. It also wants me to set the compiler level to Java 11. And it's going to want me to set the module name to one that starts with a lowercase letter. Here is a pre-written program that's slightly more complex than the one shown in IntelliJ. Java has multiple primitive data types as well as objects. We'll discuss objects in the next video. Here I declare an int as 4 and a float as 8.1f. An int only holds whole numbers while a float holds decimal points. I also have the f after 8.1, otherwise Java treats this value as a double, which is a larger version of a float, and Java does not allow you to implicitly cast larger values into smaller variables. In the first print statement, I merely add them together. Afterwards, I declare a string, which is a special type of object in Java. Here, I simply concatenate the string so that it equals "this is a concatenated string." And when you add an int to a float, it defaults to the floating type. And you can see that that string printed out.